the Bills and Niner game on Monday, 8:15 p.m., the third Monday Night Football game. There's like 3 games on Monday night. It's going to be absolutely crazy. Obviously, the Bills favored it. They're 3-point favorites right now, as they should be, because Buffalo's a very good football team, and San Francisco has only recently become a very good football team. But I do think that the Bills have a very good chance to win, but I would take the 49ers here. I mean, I think San Francisco is hot. They're healthy. They get Ayuk back. We talked about that earlier. I love the chances of them to go ahead and win this game. If you guys want to bet on this game, do it with our friends at BetUS. Go to chatsports.com/49bet. Put that up on your URL. Use the promo code Niners125 for a 125% deposit bonus whenever you first sign up. And because it's the giving Christmas season, we will sweeten the deal. So if you use our link, it's important, chatsports.com/49bet and our promo code, and put $100 down to go ahead and bet on any games you want, we're going to send you a George Kittle jersey. This George Kittle jersey, a red Nike one. And if you don't like George Kittle, you already have one, we'll send you a Nick Bosa one. So you can pick either Bosa or George Kittle. All you got to do is, of course, use the link, use the promo code, we just talked about it, and then email us, 49ers@chatsports, to go ahead and redeem your jersey. 49ers@chatsports to go ahead and redeem that jersey. That way, you email us, just notify us that you did put the $100 deposit down. We confirm, and then we send it to you. So, want a jersey? And get $100 plus to spend on betting and winning more money? This is the perfect deal right now. Chatsports.com/49bet. Promo code Niners125. Again, got to put $100 down. That is very, very important. All right, next question. Super chat from Justin. He says, what are the keys to winning this week? A great question. Okay, the keys to winning are this. Number one, ride the momentum, because the momentum from the Rams game is real, and momentum in the National Football League is very, very real. I mean, if they can just channel what they did last week, ride the momentum, I think they can win this football game. Now, how do you do that? You got to run the football. Didn't do it well last week. Good defense. Obviously, the Rams are very, very good. You did not run the ball as well as I would like, but establish Mostert, stick with Mostert, get a little lead, and then let Nick Mullins settle in. You don't want to blow a lead early, be down 10 points, and force Nick Mullins to play hero ball and throw the ball all over the field. They got a lead against the Rams. They were able to kind of settle him in there and play very well. And then obviously get to Josh Allen, hit Josh Allen. Hopefully do it when you rush 4. You rush more than 4. He's very good against the blitz, and hope that Sherman can go ahead and hold on and stop Stefon Diggs. And honestly, if you do all 4 of those things, they're going to win the game. This is not an easy game. It's not me saying they're guaranteed to win the game. Like, my level of confidence is not a 10, but it's like a 7. I mean, I feel pretty good. And obviously, the Rams game last week, that was a team people were saying was going to be the favorites in the playoffs, and then they beat them on the road. So, I don't know. Up to you guys. What's your confidence? Let me know down below in the comment section. Okay. Another super chat. Listen, you super chat straight to the front. Mark says, can the 49ers legitimately still make the playoffs? Yes. So here's how they do it. They have to win 9+ games. 8-8 is not going to do it. Right now they're 5-6. So do the math. 5 games left. They can only lose one more game, because they lose 2. That's 8 and be 8-8 because they're 5-6. So they have got to find a way to beat Buffalo. And if they can beat Buffalo, you beat Washington, you beat the Cowboys, and then you go 1 of 2 between the Cardinals and the Seahawks game. So Buffalo is very important, because then if you lose to Buffalo, you got to win the next 4. So yes, they can legitimately do it. It's not a cakewalk. It's not super easy, but there is a path, and it's a very real path, and it starts with a win against Buffalo on Sunday. Super chat coming in from Chemical Soda, who has, if we start to win with Mullins, do you think Kyle will stick with the hot hand? And if so, Jimmy, next year? I was asked this earlier. Honestly, I think they would put Jimmy Garoppolo back in even if Mullins is playing well. Now, if Mullins is like 5 touchdowns, no picks, blowing guys out, maybe you keep him in there. But Kyle Shanahan spoke about this yesterday and basically said that we'll go to Jimmy Garoppolo when he's healthy. So stick with what Kyle Shanahan said. Momentum's important, and maybe Garoppolo will be rusty, but I think that they're going to stick with him not only this year, but in the future, even though it's not guaranteed, obviously, because of guaranteed money. But a good question. I would think they're going to go with Garoppolo whenever he's healthy. If he's healthy, still a big if. Next super chat here comes from AJ, which is a donation. Hey, listen, AJ, I appreciate it. If you have a question, you can put a question in there as well, but I appreciate that. Shout out to AJ, right? AJ's the man. Big 49er guy. He's wearing a 49er hat there. I can't tell. It's hard to see. I think it is. So shout out to AJ. Next question here comes from Hero, who says, what do you think the Monday Night score will look like? Excuse me. And you got to hope it's low scoring. You got to hope it's similar to what the Rams game was, 23-20, 24-21. You don't want to get a shootout with a Buffalo Bill team that can score, right? They dropped 44 against Seattle a couple of weeks ago in Buffalo. So hopefully it's low scoring. Hopefully the defense plays well, and then Mullins can kind of run the ball to a victory. I would go 24-21 is where I'm thinking. It's going to be close. It's a good football team. It's going to be close. That is where I would go with my prediction. Give me your score prediction. What is it? What is your score prediction down below in the comments section for the Week 13 matchup against Buffalo? I want to hear from you guys right now. I say 24-21 San Francisco, but I want to hear from you guys. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. As I see a lot of comments coming in, a couple more here as we're running out of time and battery, but we should be able to get a couple more in as we're doing okay. Give me those score predictions down below in the comment section, though. I want to hear what you guys are thinking right now. Jose, my man Jose, he says, I think Mostert would do better at running the ball with Nick Mullins pass the ball better. Yeah, he should, hopefully. He needs to run the ball better. Last week, again, a little bit of rust. The fumble wasn't great, but I do think he's going to run the ball a little bit better, and he needs to. He's their best offensive weapon. And honestly, I think Mullins has played well. I mean, I don't want to rip the guy. He beat the Rams and Jalen Ramsey. I mean, the Rams have been good this year. So, yes and yes, I think both will happen, and both will be a part of a big 49er win on Sunday. At least I hope it is, right? I mean, you can't guarantee anything, at least with this team, but I think there's a very real possibility. Who do you guys think will be the Week 13 MVP? I keep saying Mostert. I'm a big Mostert guy, like a Mostert homer, it feels like. Who will be the 49ers Week 13 MVP? Let me know down below in the comment section. Could be somebody else. Maybe it's Mullins. Maybe it's Coleman. Maybe it's Debo. Maybe it's Ayuk. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Who will be the Niners Week 13 MVP? Let me know down below right now. Chris says, how much do you think Kerry Hyder is worth? 7 or 8. I mean, he's got 7.5 sacks this year, so you got to pay the guy. I mean, you got to give him a little bit of money, but nothing more than $8 million. I think 6 would be a perfect deal, but I don't think he would sign for 6. I think he'd walk for 6. He's just not proven enough. Like, you'd like to see him be a little bit more proven, as they say. But still, I do think 6, 7, 8 is where it could go ahead and happen. Super chat coming in from SC23C. No question, just a super chat. What up, man? I appreciate you. Shout out to SC23C here on the 49ers Report. I appreciate you. I wish I had a question in there, but no question, so we move on. Mattress on a budget. Any chance we can win out? Yeah, I think so. I mean, the Cowboy-Washington back-to-back games, very winnable. Cardinals, to me, are a winnable football game. It's the Seattle and Buffalo games. So you got to win one of those two. Like I said, 5 and 6, you got to get to 9 or 10 wins. 10 wins, you win out, and you're guaranteed a playoff spot, maybe even the NFC West crown. 9 wins, you're probably going to be a wild card. 8 wins, no chance, because there's the Rams, there's the Cardinals, there's the Bucks, there's the Sam. I mean, there are too many teams in the NFC wildcard race, so they can. I would see them going 4-1. I think 4-1. Probably the loss to Seattle or Buffalo, but they got to win 4 of their next 5 to go ahead and make the postseason. Next question rolling in here from Tony. I think we should run it, but our defense needs to be on point. I agree. Yeah, I mean, 100%. Run it, establish the run, ball out of Josh Allen's hands, and then play good defense whenever they, actually are on defense. So I agree, 100%. Gnome 9A, I think playing in Cardinals Stadium, hope the Cardinals cheat by watching us as we practice. So no, so they're not practicing in the Cardinals Stadium. They're practicing in the Cardinals training camp facilities where the Cardinals aren't at there at all. Like, no. So this is just not an issue. There'll be no spying. There'll be no cheating. So don't even worry about it. This isn't the Patriots. It's not 2004, right? Video cameras. Don't even worry about it. I'm not worried about it. I don't think there will be any negative effects, but I presented the question here just like this. Like, do you think there'll be any negative effects of playing in Arizona for your home games? Y for yes, N for no. I think they're going to be totally fine, though, but let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Mystical says, should we release McKinnon because he's just now chilling on the bench? Yeah, probably. I mean, with Coleman back and Mostert back, and honestly, they like Jeff Wilson Jr. a lot more, and he's cheaper. McKinnon was a great story, filled in admirably, but I would see him probably being released at the end of this year. Wyatt says, should put Brandon Ayuk as a starter in a couple of years. I mean, he already is, isn't he? Like, I mean, he's basically the second best receiver on this team behind Debo. So he definitely will be a star in a couple of years, probably, but a starter he basically already is. I want Richard to play next year. What about you? Yes, I do. I do too. Listen, prove yourself the next 5 weeks. Don't look old. You looked great last week. So just keep doing that. Copy, paste the next 5 weeks, and he'll obviously be back. So, yeah, I think he will, and sign a short, cheap 2-year contract. Why not? I think it could totally happen. I'm all for it. Ivan says, when is Kittle coming back? Kittle is going to be back either week 14 or week 15, according to George Kittle. Now, Shanahan thinks maybe week 16. Kittle says he's healthy, had a great week of practice, not ready for Monday night. But week, 14, 15 is a very real possibility for George Kittle, who, of course, is dealing with that high ankle sprain suffered on November 1st. I think he's going to be back this year, just not this week, but probably next week, honestly. If I had to put money on it, I think the next week against Washington is a very real possibility overall. But it's just good the fact that he's feeling good because he had a bad week of practice 2 weeks ago, better week this week. All good signs coming right now from George Kittle and the George Kittle camp. Speaking of that record, that 49er record, give me your final record prediction. Do they get to 9? It's going to be 8, 9, or 10. That's my opinion. 8 and 8, 9 and 7, 10 and 6. Give me your final record prediction. What are you guys thinking? I think 9. I think they lose one of their next 5. They go 4 for 5. They make the postseason as a 7 seed, and then probably play the Saints or the Packers in the first round. And who knows? I mean, honestly, who knows? Up to this point. At least they're in the playoff hunt because they could not be in the playoff hunt right now. So at least they are in the playoff hunt. But give me your record prediction down below in the comment section. I want to hear from you guys.